Brian Porter, 2 fourths for you today. Second place in the regatta going into the day. So, how are you feeling right now?
I feel great. I'm having a lot of fun. I've got a great crew and we're pretty fast. Not as fast as the Italian boat, but every now and then we give them a little go. And we're getting better all the time, I feel.
So that second race you were leading for a little while, the racing looks to be incredibly tight. I mean, from a helmsman's point of view, how does it feel?
It is incredibly tight. Obviously, the fleet's so good. It's funny, the fleet is so good and talented, and you can see it whenever you make a mistake because so many boats go by you. The amazing thing is how well Uka is doing compared to everybody else. I mean, this is not easy sailing, and they've made it look awfully easy. But yeah, it's all been tight. The second race we were leading at the Leeward Mark after a really nice first beat and a great run, and we kind of got forced to go to the left gate as it turned out, which we thought was going to be okay. It looked closer to us, and as we got going on port, the boats on our hip really wound up beside us a couple times where it looked like they were really going to gauge up off us and leave us in the dust. And we really took our first down port angle. It got back to them, barely, but we did get back to them. And then we had the Bermuda boat and the Bora boat, 820, both go about a minute or two more to the right, and they got auto-tacked over there and were reaching into the mark. And it was about a 10 boat length swing in that little bit. We were still close enough. We had a kind of a good approach to the mark and took a little bit out of that lead because they were so overstood. And but they jibed first and really nailed that. We felt comfortable extending for a little bit, and then it was pretty apparent the minute we jibed that we were in a little bit of trouble. We lost a couple over there. We did gain Ricardo, who really got hurt, extending a little further out, which has never really hurt you. Getting all the way to that line, that's the first time where getting all the way to that extension lay line really hurt somebody like that, I thought.
So I would say you're probably still lying in second place tonight. 2 more races to go tomorrow, really tight in the top 5 or 6 after Uka. What's the strategy for tomorrow?
I'm just going to keep doing the same thing. You know, I had I noticed the Bermuda boats seemed to want to come at me a little bit on the starting line, and I didn't change my game plan a bit. And they did force us a little high early on the line, but with my guys really did a good job of talking to me about where the line was, and I took a little dip down with about 10 seconds to go and aimed at Bermuda and got ahead of steam, and they got called over, and I was probably 3 feet behind them with my bow or something. It didn't get called, so it was that close. But I'm not going to go after anybody. I think it's the sailing's too hard. My whole game plan has been get a clear lane and let the boat do the work. We have pretty good speed, and we feel like we're getting a little faster all the time. We're making some small adjustments all the time that seem to help. And so I'm just going to hope we get another clean, good start and let my boat do the work for me. And I have a great crew, so that's my game plan. I'm not going to try to mix it up with anybody, you know. I could have on that second beat, really. Bermuda was the only boat close, and we thought about it, but there are still a couple races to go, and I don't think you do that. I think you just keep sailing. We'll see if we have any more opportunities like that kind of fall in our lap, but we're not going out of our way to do anything to anybody else.
Well, you guys have been around this class for a long time, a lot of World Championship experience, so good luck to Full Throttle tomorrow, and thanks for talking to us.
Thanks very much. Always a pleasure.